Truth Man here. So listen, a lot of guys are finding out the truth about their ex or soon to be ex. A lot of them ain't even broke up yet. And these truths include that she wasn't the girl of your dreams. She turned out to be a nightmare. Think about it. If like most marriage is turning out to be prison sentences for men, because if I'm gonna have to pay alimony for 5 years, 10 years, 15, that's a prison sentence. You penalizing me basically for being wrong about a woman. But a lot of guys is finding this out, that they girl was making herself seem like she was different from other women, but when it came down to it, she was worse than a lot of them. She was similar to a lot of them. Ain't much difference. A lot of guys is finding this out. A lot of guys found this out. Put it in the comments. Remember, we call it shaming the devil. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Put it in the comments. If I'm not making this up, and you're not a coward, and you don't care what she talking about, put it in the comment. She presented herself to you like she was different from other women. Oh, I would never I'm not thinking about other guys. I'm gonna be with you no matter what happens. And all is good stuff. But then you started to see it. Once you bought into it, you probably saw a little bit of it up front. But as the days go by, you start to see more and more of it. As you experience the trials and tribulations of life, as our childhood trauma sets in, you started to see what you didn't want to see, and that was your girl is not much different. That's what guys start to see. And boy, do it sting. It sting, man. Because some of y'all, you start to think about all the women you could have given that title to. And you start to wonder, but I wouldn't do that because you don't know how they would have been. Like I always like to equate to, on all the cartoons, the wicked witch is always old. As they get older, a lot of them, not all, are like witches. I'm not going to say it's all, and I'm not going to disqualify all, but I know what to look for. I know what to say to them. I know how to vet them. I know like what they answers mean when you vet them. Like, oh, okay. So this is what she's saying, and this is what she's saying. Okay. Yeah. Now, it sting, man. It sting. Like when you find out that you got sold a bag of dookie, that your girl really want to get for them streets. Your girl really want to be in them streets. Your wife. But you know what makes it hurt even more? And for me, I'm speaking for more of y'all, but I'm speaking about myself. One thing, I think if a dude would have robbed me, I would have killed him. I don't like when people try to scam, try to rob. I just always like something come over me when you steal something from me. Like, I've never liked it that. For me, that's the hardest part, is all the talk about what she's gonna take. That's like, if it was a pie graph, that'd be practically the whole pie, like 95%. Just the fact of me having to finance her true colors coming out, me having to finance her change of heart. Now, I already done forgave her, but I can really forgive her if she just let all of this just go away Go do you. Go. You said you hypergamous. Go find a dude with more money than me, or at least at the time being. You know, he better move quick though. So that's my thing. That's the thing that makes me tick the most. The fact that, and that's why I go so hard against marriage. I know it's the Most High's thing, but as long as this is the setup, as long as this the end result for men, it's dumb to get married. It's stupid. Because if it don't work out, which in most cases it won't, you get stuck with this. Like they'll practically act like that alimony and stuff is a student loan. Like you can't even write it off. It's gonna just be sitting there right in your face. So a lot of dudes is getting their confidence and their feelings dashed. My confidence is off the charts. My confidence wasn't affected by this, and it's not gonna be affected by this. I just went back to what I was doing. You know, I ain't gonna do it how I did it, but my mindset, I just went back to what I was doing beforehand. Like, I was out here having fun, and just if I see a woman that I think is attractive or I think is interested, I gave her some conversation. You know what I mean? I feel sorry for y'all who you being. It's like the church is making you timid. It's taking your confidence. It's causing you to condemn yourself. You better get close to the Most High and learn how he really is instead of relying on them preachers, man. These people ain't smart like that. I'm just going to tell you. And that's not just to say that about the preachers. The devil is more active and busy than the Most High in deceiving people. The Bible says blinds the minds of them which believe not. If you are already insecure about who you are in the Most High, then the devil gonna come and make that even worse. Or if you are one of those people that you only stop doing stuff to, not because you didn't want to do it or you didn't want to do the Most High like that, but because you're scared of hell. It's going to take more than you being scared of hell for you to escape hell. I'm just going to let you know. Now, why my eyes been watering lately? Look at that. She not paying attention. You see what I mean? People just not. So, it's a hard pill to swallow to find out that your wife, your soon-to-be ex, your ex, your girlfriend, your soon-to-be ex-girlfriend is not different than the others. So when you see her being a thought in the future, getting tattoos, she was with this dude these 3 months, she with somebody else, then you'll be like, I should have known. Moving on. I should have known. Moving on. That's how you should be. Because one thing I noticed that men have always done is over-evaluate and give a lot of these women too much credit. And then sometimes we make the mistake they make. The one we should have gave more credit, we don't. The one we shouldn't give any credit, we do. You need to start looking at them friends. If she the leader of the thought clique, then you already know that she a thought too. So if you come in there and you stop her before she get a chance to be a thought, you better recognize that she gonna come back to that eventually. That's why a lot of you dudes shouldn't be thinking about no marriage. You shouldn't be thinking about having no families. You should have an attitude I'm going to better myself. I'm going to live my life. If it happens, it happens. I'm not going to force it. That's the attitude you should have towards relationships and marriage and dealing with these modern women. If it happens, it happens. I'm not going to force it. I'm going to be wise in my decision. Because the signs sometimes be right there. A woman that is over friendly, a woman that can't get guys out of her face, you're going to have problems down the line out of her, sir. I'm going to let you know that. You're going to have problems out of her down the line. It'll be better sooner than later. But dudes be bogarting and barricading a woman. Look, you got to let her be who she want to be. Because she going to be who she want to be eventually anyway. So if she one of them ones that's image conscious, that really care what people say and think about her, then them the most dangerous, because you got to be careful with them, because those are the ones that drag it on, and then y'all both old and now they want to play these games. You got to watch out for them, especially. Like, just know this, and I'm gonna do a short highlighting this. Do not ignore the warning signs / red flags in the beginning. If she is not getting guys away from her, that signals danger for you. Because here's how it works. That means that if the better you are, the more sneakier she's going to be. The more sneakier she's going to be. And when she can't be sneaky no more, she's going to disrespect you. She's going to point the finger at you. She's going to play the victim. She'll yell at you, top of her lungs, knowing that she done cheated, done had emotional affair, dudes done sent her dick pics, all type of stuff. But she'll be yelling at you. It's not that important, man. Just have your fun, man. Be willing to give a woman a chance. But don't focus on that so much, because that's when you're going to end up like me. Now, the lucky ones are the ones that can break loose in the first couple years. They see that she is selling them a bag of dookie with green flies on it, head moving like this. You know how they flies head move like. Hey, sue me. When I was a kid, I used to examine everything. And I noticed when doo-doo really stink, that's when them green flies come and they be like that, head moving all funny. They be having they head be bigger than the other flies. With the pink head, they head be moving like. They love that steak. They love her. You know, when your dog doodle in the yard and you ain't picked it up yet, and them green flies be like. But y'all be like, I got me a red bone. She ain't gonna do nothing. This is 2025, sir. There's no difference. It doesn't matter how she wear her hair. It doesn't matter how her skin is colored. It don't matter. Stop acting like these young ones. They be even worse sometimes. It's both. The young ones and the older ones are both bad. Now, it just depends on what you're looking for. The young ones, they'll set you up real quick. You be like, yeah, you be putting on the condom, and here comes some dude in skinny jeans with a Pooh Shiesty mask on. Man, don't try nothing. Just give me everything. What you talking about? Stop playing with me, old man, before I pop you. If I ever was to get robbed, I'm not turning on my stomach. I don't know, these dudes gay. You don't know what they got going. I'm not turning on my stomach. You might well just light me up right there. Because if you don't, if you hesitate, I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing. When you practice your fight skills, you should always practice fighting 4 or 5 people. You gotta have punches for all of them. If you rob me or try to rob me and I knock you out, I might just go in your pocket. Well, man, this nigga tried to rob me. Let me see what he got. Throw the penny, put the penny back on your chest. Dude, just know, man, in closing, that your girl, if your girl was so good, you wouldn't have been getting divorced. You wouldn't be breaking up. You breaking up because she's, I mean, think about it. What could they and what should they break up with you for that the next man ain't gonna do? Oh, he cheated. Dude gonna cheat on you even more. In fact, everybody knows common sense. If you leave somebody to be with somebody else, that dude don't want to be number one. He want to be high and just, he don't want to have to do nothing extra. You making him do extra. He don't want to do nothing extra. So guess what? He gonna dump you or he gonna put you in the back. You gonna be in the back of his rotation. Oh, poor you. See, this is how you know a woman is delusional. When she has a man that's not cheating on her, not dogging her out, doing the best he can, and that's still not good enough. I mean, what are you trying to be by yourself? Because if you're trying to be with somebody else, that's dumb. These dudes ain't gonna do that. But we see divorce, I'm telling you. A lot of people getting divorced, man. And a lot of the second marriages, third marriages that's not, is because they say, man, I ain't finna keep getting divorced. It ain't because they knew stuff is working. Maybe a few. But most of them, they faking the funk even more. But anyway, last video of the day will be the Sunday sermon. Make sure y'all tune in. And make sure y'all that have and able to support, make sure you do so, preferably by Cash App. Act like you in church, because you will be.